Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, here at the 2019 Tropical Bowl practice with long snapper from Penn State, Kyle Vasey. Kyle, appreciate you taking time, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a great trip so far. I've really enjoyed the Florida weather compared to Pennsylvania, but it's been an awesome time.
You know what's interesting about your position, man? No one knows who you are, know your name, until something happens.
Exactly.
But let's help the folks out there. How important and critical is being a technical person as far as long snapping is concerned?
It's extremely important. Without having a proper long snap, it could mess with the holder, it could mess with the punter. Sometimes you have to go lower on a ball if you're a punter if the snap's below the knees. It can change up a lot of things. I'm sure you've seen bad snaps in the NFL where punt gets blocked, a field goal gets blocked, something happens. So it's very important to be technical with everything you do.
Yeah, one thing that is impressive about what you do is that you're consistent. It's going to come back quick, it's going to come back fast, it's going to come back right where it needs to be. How do you practice that? Because a lot of people just look at it and say, okay, it's a snap. You just snap it back there. And you always see it at practice. Receivers try to do it. Running backs, everybody wants to be a long snapper or a quarterback or a receiver. But it takes a lot of skill. What goes into making sure everything is as consistent as you make it out to be?
So it's funny. I like to really put myself in kind of high-pressure situations. So actually this past week before I came out here, I took my brand-new headphones that I got, pretty expensive headphones, and put them out, and I put a chapstick on top of it. And I lined up at 8 yards like a field goal, and I launched it right at it and hit the chapstick. My headphones are still working. I wore them on the plane. So I just like doing little things that kind of they really put the pressure on me to be absolutely perfect every time, and then from there I just kind of grow. So if you aim small, you miss small.
Well, here's the thing. You only may see the field maybe 8 times a game. If your team is doing great like your offense usually do, 4 times a game.
Yep.
So how do you stay mentally locked in despite not knowing when and where you're going to get your reps?
Mentally locked in, as far as that goes, I really like to take things as they come. I like to kind of relax out there. I don't try to be tense the whole entire time. I'll joke around with my specialist, because when you're a specialist, the main thing that you have to do is have the right mindset. If you're there and you're nervous and you're tremoring and stuff like that, it's not going to work out. If you go out there and you know what you got to do and you do it, that's your job. That's it.
How important is this week here for you at the Tropical Bowl, and what does it mean to be at an All-Star game?
It's extremely important to me, and I've loved the whole entire experience. It's another chance for me to show off what I can do, my consistency, my athleticism, and at the same time, it's a chance to meet with scouts and talk with teams and find out what they're looking for in a long snapper.
And last question here, Penn State, you've seen it go from where it was to now it's a premier program once again. How great was Penn State for you, and how big was it in your development as a pro prospect?
It was incredible. I really felt myself develop as the program developed. I know my first 2 years, just like our first 2 years, were relatively rocky. I wasn't really doing what I wanted to do. The program really wasn't where we wanted to be. And I'm not necessarily saying they were correlated, but I feel at the more time that my class that had Trace, Amani, Koa, Chris Godwin, Mike Jazicki, all those guys, as we grew and developed and became closer and bonded, we were able to lift the program up. And really, it's the young guys now, too, that are supporting the program. It's them, the coaches, the academic staffs, everybody. So it's been incredible just to see the growth of the program. Going from 6-6 and the sanctions and all that sort of stuff to, 2 New Year's Six bowls, 31-8 in the past 3 seasons. It's been an absolutely incredible experience.
Well, we're glad you're out here and you doing your thing out here. We wish you the best luck moving forward.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.